Hey guys, John here with RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you the Truxedo B-Lite tonneau truck bed lighting system. As you can see here, our Truxedo B-Lite comes with everything that we need to get this installed onto our truck. You can see it comes with the lights. And one of the really neat things about these lights is that, as you can see on the back, you have the 3M double-sided stick tape. So you can either just stick these to the inside of your truck bed, or as you can also see, it has spots for the screws. So you can either tape it on, or you can drill some holes and run these little screws through to hold these in place up under your bed rail. And then you also have, these are called wire clips. What these are for is to hold the wires up out of the way, so that way they don't hang down and kind of get caught on stuff in the bed of your truck, what have you. And these are also come with the double-sided stick tape, so you can just stick these wherever you need them in between your lights. And it comes with 2 strings of lights. You have one for each side of your truck box. Also, your switch mounting bracket. Really cool thing here, guys. The screws for mounting the switch mounting bracket are attached to the back side of the mounting bracket, so you know where those are. And also, of course, your on and off switch to turn the lights off and on. This installs inside the cab of your truck, so that way before you get out, you know you're going to have to get into the box of your truck, flip the switch, turn your lights on, good to go. So the next thing we want to do is get this installed on the truck. So let's do that. When you get ready to put this thing in your truck, what you want to do is unravel it, string it all out, and kind of get a general idea of the location of where you want to attach your lights. And what I want to do is just evenly space these across the underside of the bed rail here. And so we're going to go right about here with them. And then what we want to do after that is we want to make sure that we clean that up real good, so that way our 3M tape will stick. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some carb clean. You can use like rubbing alcohol, something along that lines. Just anything that you can clean that up with that's not going to leave a filmy residue behind. We've got that cleaned up. Now what we're going to do with this is make sure, because of how we have to run our wires to turn our bed lights on, what we're going to do is we're going to use the existing hole in this back of the stake pocket here. Your truck may or may not have those. If it doesn't, you can try and find a hole someplace in the truck bed near the top of by the rail someplace so you can run it through, or you may have to go ahead and drill a small hole to run your wire through so that you can get it up to the switch. So we're just going to run ours right through our stake pocket hole that's already here. Okay, so once we get our area all cleaned up, then we're ready to go ahead and peel the protective backing off our double-sided stick tape. And just want to double check our location again as to where we're going to be putting our lights. Make sure we get them all in the right spot. And yep, that one's going to go right there. Now, what I like to do with these is I like to put these up here high, so that way everything stays up out of the way and nothing hangs down and gets in the road of what you might want to be hauling in the bed of your truck. Okay guys, we've got our lights all attached to this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to move over and do the ones on the other side. They go on just like these do. And then once we get that done, then we'll show you how to wire up the switch up in the front to your lights to turn them off and on. We've got our wires ran to the cab of the truck. So what we need to do now is we need to run our wire for our switch. And if you notice that the wiring all comes with black wires, but what we're going to do out here is we're going to use a red one, just so that we know if we ever have to look under the hood of the truck for anything, that this is a hot wire, and we know not to like hook anything else up to it ground wise or what have you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run this wire into the cab, and The easiest thing to do is just kind of look around under your hood here, somewhere along the firewall, which is the section up here, and try to find some spot where you can run the wire through. Generally, there's a hole someplace in the firewall that you can put the wire through. If not, you may have to drill one, in which case you want to check both sides before you do any drilling to make sure that there's nothing that you're going to drill into on the inside or the outside, depending which way you drill, and make a hole to run your own wire. I've found one for this wire, so I'm going to go ahead and run this, and then the other end of it, we're just going to put an eye loop on the other end of the wire and attach it to our positive cable end. We've got our wires ran, we've got our mount put in place where we're going to put our switch. What we're going to do is we're going to hook up our wires now, and what you want to do is look at your switch, and this prong here, which would be the outside prong, is the one that's going to go to the wire that we ran from our battery. So we'll hook that one up, and then the other one that's left, which would be kind of the center one if this had been a 3-prong style switch, this one is the one that goes to our lights. So we'll hook that one up, and then we'll go ahead and put our switch in place into our holder, and then we'll take our wiring and we'll just tuck our wiring down here out of the way, and there we go. Our switch is all wired up. So the only thing left now is to make sure that we've got our lights wired properly, so we're going to double check those, and then we'll turn this on and show you how those lights work. So once everything's hooked up and wired up the way it's supposed to, all we got to do is flip our switch here, and boom, our lights should be on. So those times when you pull up someplace, it's dark out, you need to get something out of the back of your truck, don't know where the flashlight is, no worries. Turn your B lights on, truck box will light up like daytime in there, and you can find what you're looking for. So let's go take a look at that with them all lit up. Okay guys, now you can see how well it lights up the back of the truck bed, and that's pretty much all there is to it, and that's how simple and easy it is to install your Truxedo B-Light tonneau truck bed lighting system onto your truck. So don't be left in the dark. Get yours today.